morning, folks. Thanks be to God Almighty. Thank you, Jesus, for this beautiful day. Thank you for an opportunity to be in front of the church. This is the first ever voice added video on my YouTube platform, and I just want to give all glory to God and say, yeah, thank you, Jesus. So let's get into the day. I want to acknowledge ICT Michael for all his knowledge and all the time spent releasing and giving us this wonderful body of knowledge that he has to the trading community. Um, so this is my platform, and we would be having. I'll be, discussing on so many things, so many things, so many things. Let me check if my okay, okay. We'll be discussing on so many things, and hopefully, you'll be able to benefit and enjoy price action. So let's just look at it. Let's just look at what is happening today. Um, where we are now, we are above the 2900 level. I trade the CFD market. I'm based in Nigeria, Africa, so I have to trade the CFD. I can't trade the actual futures market. So now I am the two things. My expectations are drawn to two levels. So there is sell side resting below this, and there's sell side here, which I would highlight right now. So these are the minor sell side, and minor sell side. I do expect price to take out the sell side liquidity resting. Now we see this. This is now how this candle. This is how this particular closes will tell me, would give a lot of insight on what I'm about to risk on this particular trade. So it closed just there, and I'll enter short 15 contracts. Remember, this is how you would trade a $50,000 prop firm account. So we're not trying to do too much because there's such a thing called 30% consistency rule or 40% consistency rule, depend on the kind of challenge you chose. So I was looking at the $50,000 what you call it, a challenge account. And so if you look at the 30% consistency rule, you find out that you're not supposed to aim and make above $1,200 a day. That is your limit. If anything above that means you have exceeded and you failed that challenge. So you see, you have to be. It's quite tricky, but it's quite easy. So making $1,000 a day to what you're able to go through the first stage after making $3,000 in that particular on that particular. So the 3K is like, okay, this is what you make, and then you've passed out the challenge. So if that's been said, so then making $1,000, making $800 a day could easily help you pass a challenge. So you could see 15 contracts. Our risk is $108, so we're not risking anything crazy. Is within the opportunity for us to go into the markets at least once or twice, or even like 3 or 4 times in a day. If you risk below, because in a day you're not supposed to exceed, I think $1,000. I think that's your limit. So you see, we're very well. We're very good when it comes to like our risk management and your overall drawdown shouldn't be more than $2,000. So so with that being said, I don't like how price is taking too long here. Um, I would I rather see it run down. I mean, it's really it's really too early to enter into the market, but nevertheless, we said let's it was showing all the signs were right, but it's too early. It's quite early. This is just 7:10 a.m. New York time. So if I get stopped out here, that would be fine. We would have to sit on the sideline and reevaluate our market. So I don't like how it closed above the midpoint. That's not good at all. So yeah, my stop is in danger of being hit. Except it drops dramatically. But at this point, I am of the opinion that my stop is in danger of being hit because first of all, the timing. It's early. At the right time now, I would not be bothered. But the timing is too early. Why did I enter? Mm, First video, I'm quite excited to do this. Honestly, not even gonna lie. But then it looked good. This right here traded up, traded down. To me, that's a balanced price range, and I would not want to see price go below above the halfway equilibrium area of it. But if it does that, then this was a balanced price range coupled with the fact that it was below the BC, and yeah, and then it was just trading at the regular trading hour closing price on the 13th. So you see this reaction now. This is a mohawk. So this price going inside below this candlestick here, I can still go short again because I know what I'm looking for. It went above just to trade above it just a little bit, and then it will begin to run in this direction. But before that, I have to wait for it to close. You see, now if I had moved my stop a little bit to accommodate for that spike, the wick does the damage, but the body tells the story. So we see the body's just respecting it. I don't want to be talking too much in this chat. In this, I want us to quietly watch price. I'll tell you when I find something interesting to do, and and all of that. So yeah. Now I would want to see a fair value gap. The CB actually created. Now, if I am to consider re-entering the market, I would rather see an opportunity for a CB to be formed. Then that would give me my that would give me a more you know clearer picture of what's trying to happen. But until that happens, we just watch and enjoy price action and try to see what is being done in price action. So this is just the 1 minute time frame. So I'd like to see this form a gap here because there's a break of structure and change the state of delivery to other blocks, to consecutive up close candle and the down close candle trading through it. So I'd want to see this have a gap, but if it doesn't, just trade it back into this. Just trade it into that. And it's waiting, and then it's moving. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, this is gonna be it's gonna be quite boring because sometimes you need to just sit on your hands and so we already took a loss, but nevertheless, does that scare me? Are you worried for me? No, you shouldn't be. So we have FOMC coming out today by 2 p.m. So we need to be really careful trading today. 9:15 monitoring. Okay. So if the morning looks nostalgic, I'd have to cut the stream short and or the recording short rather, and go back and wait until it's past. It's past. It's past. It's past 2. Then we'll come back during the afternoon session and watch how markets delivers. So we see this minor manipulation going on, very much expected. That's why we haven't rushed into. Oh yeah. We know we said that that was a balance, but we need to see it holding. It needs to. It needs to hold price, and not allow price. Go out of it. So yeah. So it's 29.15. Let me see what's the low. What's the open at this? Open at 014 point and a quarter. Okay, 014 and a quarter. That's a pretty decent. I'm not yet convinced that he wants to pull lower. I believe it's gonna go lower. It has quite been moving up all through since the opening at 12 a.m. Market has just been trading higher. And so I know it would drop lower, but on the day as such, I expect it to be a bit tricky. But I expect it to respect its levels, but a bit tricky nonetheless. This is a minor buy side resting above this. Do I want to see price take it out? No, I don't. I want to see it stay on the but it, I want to see it stay left untouched. But it's a possibility that it could just go crazy. But let's just watch it. You see, the bodies of the candles are really small. So unless it grinds slowly down to the downside, it doesn't give me any interest in doing anything at this point. So I mean, do I need to talk a lot on these recordings? Because I mean, it could be boring. I'd like to get like opinions. Like, do you want me to say and like how ICT just goes on these rants? I can as well. But I feel like one thing I wanted to do was to just quietly watch price action. That's why the first few videos were there were no audio attached to them, but it felt like people might not be drawn to seeing the value in the videos because it's too quiet. So I tried adding the sound on the next one, and then it just I'm new at this. You have to just bear with me because this is all new to me. This is all new terrain. Yeah, I've just been focused more on the charts than every other skill. Like it's just been this first. So now I'm trying to be out there and do all of these other things. Just bear with me. Anyways, so so let me know. Comment in the section, in the comments if the ranting is not so bad. It's good. Maybe my voice might be soothing to some people. Yeah, who knows? I want to try and make all these videos not more than an hour plus, because I know it's quite difficult to sit down and just listen to someone just speak over and over, and especially because of the fact that I'm not teaching, I'm just literally showing algorithmic precision. I'm validating. It's like my work is just a testament of what ICT teaches. I'm not a mentor. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a signal service. This is not a signal service. When there is a precision to what I do, obviously and definitely, which we're gonna see as we go. Am I gonna have some losing trades? Definitely, because that's the ideal of what we do. But then I'm not a 50-50% trader. I don't want to be a 50-50% trader. I want to I want to have that precision and be able to show that there is such a thing as precision when it comes to trading this market. So yeah, that's one of my goals for this. That's why we're doing all of this. And so, but I'm more than that. I also want to use this platform to, speak about faith-based discussions, like how how the Spirit of the Lord has been so helpful in understanding these things. Like most of the knowledge I have, like most of the understanding, because ICT gives us the knowledge aspect of it. He teaches, he shows you knowledge, he gives you what to do, he shows you how to do it. He does all those things really well, but then understanding comes by the Spirit of the Lord. The Bible says that there is a spirit in man, it is the breath of the Lord, and it giveth me understanding. So, the understanding aspect came from him, and I'm so grateful when I began to see certain things. Like, you think I'd be easy? It wouldn't be easy to have such patience to just wait and watch. Already, my bias is going lower. Like, oh, I want to short. Now, this happened, I short around here the first time I went short here. Now, the next time it came up, I could see that, okay, to me, this looked perfectly algorithmic. You would be like, yeah, ICT says the body tells the story, but yeah, it's not just that. There has to be a measure of patience. Yes, it did this. Yes, it respected to the tick. Oh, not to the tick though. Sorry. Let me adjust this properly and see. But you can see, even like it wasn't off by much. Yeah. So it did this. This was poorly drawn out. Okay, so yes, it respected it, and we could say, oh yeah, this is just like a mohawk thing. He says this. So when it dropped down, many people would be like, oh, I'm buying in here, and I don't expect price to go above this area. Which time, like I said, there are times where these things are really, really valid, but then it's like, how would you have the patience to say, oh no, let me watch and see what happens. Let's give this thing more. Let it deliver more. Let it show me that willingness. It's not that's the hard part of trading. The ability to just sit and say, okay, let me wait and let it give. Because your mind is like, what if it begins to run? What if it runs and it just runs to the sell side? Oh no, would I see any other clean trade setups again and stuff like that? And I get it, but then what I'm saying is, it was by the grace of God, by the Spirit of the Lord, that that patient level, to be able to just be patient. These are part of the fruit of the Spirit. If you think about it, scripturally, like the fruit of the Spirit. One of those fruits is patience. Patience, and the Bible says in Amplified, it's I like the Amplified version more. It says, patience, not how. It is not your ability to wait, but it's your attitude, like how you react, how you act while waiting. So me waiting for price to show me what it's supposed to show me. Am I impatiently waiting? Am I um okay, I'm waiting, but like just nervously waiting, like you know all these things. Nah, I'm chilling and I'm waiting. If it runs, okay, it runs. That means that price, but that price move wasn't meant for me. It's not mine to take. But I know what I'm looking for, and I know that okay, yes, the skill set is there, so I know how to get into a trade. So yeah, so that part that part I give all glory to God for helping me to you know patiently wait. I hope my battery doesn't go down before I get an opportunity to show how to to enter into a trade and all of that kind of business. So it did not get up to the buy side, minor buy side, which I am still very, 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 very. Um, I'm inclined to believe that it's gonna do that. But this is the S&P index, so we see that at 707. Now let's see. Okay, this is not 707. This is 707. These markets are not moving in tandem together. So I think this is the high. No, this is the high, and it has been taken out. It has been taken out. So the S&P looks like it wants to still run. It took out the low, and so it has to break below 7. I have to see a break of structure below that. Now I know where to. Now I have to see that price trades below the 7:14 a.m. kind of price. Um, I have to see price show show that it wants to move below that. Mind you, this is a low, a high, a low, a high. So this could be used as a breaker if price plays around and breaks through. You get me? So now we're just watching. Let's just watch and see. I think I'm talking too much. So we're now at the lower portion of that fair value gap again. That PC. Um, Now I don't want to see price actually go to the upper part of this BC. Now my focus is seeing how price trades below the current low. Mm. Now it could do one of two things. It could run. Oh, I'm so sorry for the noise. Oh my God. I think the motorcycles are just doing their thing today. I promise it's not always like this. This it's crazy actually. Ooh, see that? No. That has to like, yeah, the body has to close below. It has to close below. If it should go lower, remember we're not pushing the button. We're not pushing any buttons. We're just watching price. So it's not closing below that midpoint. So what does that tell you? If it's not closing below the midpoint, what does that say to you? It says that okay, you want to take out the minor buy side. Don't worry, we'll get a trade. So this is 7:30. Hmm. It's not yet there, but just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. My battery's getting low, and there's no the power supply just keeps messing up this period. Mm. You see that equal loads has been formed up there. So now, though my bias is going short, I would still want to see that buy side traded to and taking out the liquidity there. So what is price doing? What I mean, I don't want my battery to die, and I haven't taken any trades. But I don't want to be careless with my trades as well. And there's just a thing. It's not worth it. I mean, it could go higher, but it was like a 20p price move. I would have wanted to enter, but it's not worth it. It could just go there, take it out, and run lower. So that's why I'm not interested in that. Very lackluster since 7 a.m. There hasn't been so much movement since 7 a.m. Just, you know. So let's see how. I think 8:30 a.m. would be one of the best times to come, but let's see. We're going into the macro, the first macro for the AM session in a couple of minutes now. In a couple minutes now, it would be Yeah, all this is just price being held. Like it's not allowed to move. Like it's just been in one range. So what do you think happens when? What do you think happens if price just keeps going sideways? Doesn't take out the high, doesn't take out the low, and then it approaches 8 a.m. What do you think would happen? And 8 a.m. takes out this high or trades above the high. That's obviously run on buy side liquidity, minor buy side liquidity. Then you have to observe to see, does it want to, you know, fall out of bed and take out the sell side now? Because I mean, obviously buyers have been the one who have been making money since the market opened at 12 a.m. So, mm, you see, after that, do I trust that? Nope. Could he use that to continue running lower? Of course. But do I trust it? No. Why though? Why does it leave this? Why does it just trade just above it? Because anyone who had gone short from here, everybody has stop loss around here. So why does it come back up, leave the stop loss, and run down? Doesn't make much of sense, especially because of the fact that he had been held down tightly in this range all through. So it's expected, or I am expecting to see that it takes out this high, takes out a form of sell side for the AM session, and then runs lower. That's what I want to see. Yeah, let's just continue watching. It looks like it wants to start moving. Um, mm, we're good. We're good. We're good. Juno. I'm more inclined to see this taken up. More inclined to see that taken up. More inclined. I mean, I know I've been very shocked that my sentiment was going low, but nah. This is too smooth. That is too smooth. Too smooth. Smooth. Too smooth. Too smooth. So what we got here? No, I wouldn't enter here. If I wanted to go long, not now. I'm gonna wait for one last push to this other side. You're waiting. You're not changing bias, obviously. I'm expecting sell side to be taken. That's a fact. But this bread and butter, bread and butter. It's just there. It's like it's so glaring. But to me, there's no mm, there's no confidence to get up there. I can only tip read it and say, okay, this is where I want to see price run to as a manipulation. Um, yeah. Okay. Crazy. Look at how fast that went. Now, it's crazy because this low definitely might be in play, but this high though, I'm not quite convinced that they are done working up here. I'm not convinced that they are done with this business here. So even if I wanted to go short, it's in my range of targets to go short, but because of how price traded here, that's the only reason why I am choosing to be on the side. If this happened when this was happening, if this whole move here happened after this took out this high and then it began to gradually like okay comes up a bit, doesn't take out the high, just trades a bit midpoint, then breaks lower, any retracement up into the market like this would have been a shorting opportunity for me. But because it came so close to this and then did all this business here and then dropped, it could run, but I want to see it manipulate higher first. That's what I would want to do, and if it doesn't do that, then I'll just be on the side. So there's a CB formed here, and as soon as it breaks above the CB, I want to see the CB act as an inversion. As soon as it does that, you know what we're gonna do. So we're gonna play the game, but then don't play anything less than below 20 to 50, at least 20 pips, at least. But there's like 33 points, so that should be enough for us if we're gonna do that. So I need to see what it does. I need to see how it reacts. This already gives me like okay, but I don't want to see this candle close below this up close candle anymore because if it does that, then it's invalidating this. It's validating that this reaction is normal. It trades into the CB, it drops, but it doesn't go below the consequent encroachment of this week. Now doing something like this, strength. This is showing me so much strength. So I want to see it now. I don't think it will give us a time to enter, so I'm gonna enter here. Now see, it's gonna be fast and sudden. The break up is gonna be fast and sudden. All this, I want all this, and my stop would be below the consequence encroachment of that gap. My take profit, it just one, it just no partials, just one ride down to that place. So any drop below the midpoint of this gap, it's an entry that I'd add up to it. You know, any drop below the midpoint, any drop below this again, I'm adding 5 more contracts. No, this can act as a breaker. Now we see if it goes below, now get me feel there. Get me feel there. There's a reason why I like. Oh wait, oh shit! It got me twice. Okay, so there's a reason why I wanted to get in there. Why? I'm watching this week. I was watching this week, and I was expecting this not to trade below this, but we're still good. You know, where the stop is, it's still fairly good. Look at how much we're risking, $200. It's not so crazy, and look at how much, $900. That is trading a prop. So this could be like an easy bread and butter setup. Mind you, my bias is still taking out the sell side, but this is just what the market is presenting, something so beautiful, and I'm like, while it was here, it was too short to go there. Like, no, it's not worth it. But now coming down here, I'm like, okay, it's actually a lot of price range, so we can actually do something with this. So now it's just to let price do its thing, you know. So I'm expecting to see like big green candles forming to quickly take out this buy side here rested. So now this should be a break. This should turn into a breaker. All this is happening now. If you look at this is an order block. So it is actually respecting this. That is why we're having this back and forth here. It's respecting the other block. Ouch. So I've been taken out. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. So it took me out and then it takes out. That means it left this open. Okay, that's fine. How much drawdown are we on the day? It's simple. I know I'm doing all this. You have to be comfortable. Balance history. So we are $200 plus $100. This is about $333 in drawdown. So we got $333 in drawdown because we went short here, expecting it to hold up and take out this. But yeah, well, that's still fine. Okay, so sorry I had to step out for a bit. Not really step out. I had to have had to take my lunch and breakfast because I had not had anything all day. So now what do we see here? It's been really crazy. It's been really crazy. I mean, most of you guys have been thinking, "Oh God, what do you think you're doing?" Yeah, trying to tell us algorithmic precision. This is not algorithmic precision, whatever. Boy, yeah. So now I did move my stop a little bit too early because it had not yet broken up this high, so I should have just left it where it was. But notwithstanding, um, I told you I was short. I already highlighted that minor buy side and everything. So if this was to be a guesswork, imagine, let's say I was guessing and I do not know what I was talking about. When price had taken me out, did you see? Have you seen any short entries so far? No. I know it's gonna go down, but it's not yet time for it to go down. Now it has to just this has to be taken care of. This has to be taken care of. Like it has to be taken care of. Let me just take this a bit higher. I mean, we still need to stay within the 30% consistency, whatever. But we are in like some crazy drawdowns, and I'd like to. Oh, I'll address that, and I'll address that after we're done. After we've taken our, you know, we're done with the. We're not caring. It's not about. Now, and another thing is, I have to be very honest with you, very honest with the audience, and try to be truthful as much as I can because, okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is too much. 30 contract is too much on two losing trades consecutively. It's too much. The previous was around 25. That also was not ideal. But I'm gonna be very honest. I fell for the pressure of like having someone actually watch this and then you know oh I'm like massive. I want to like get back the drawdown and still grow the account to a level, and so it's more of like yeah, it's a very fucked up feeling. And when I was just entering it, when I entered 30, I was like, oh my goodness, 30, that's a lot. Oh. I was like, yeah, but still, I want to enter 30 because it's like now I have something to prove and I have to be careful so that I don't exceed. I'd lost. Let me see. This is this is the third trade. Oh, is this the third trade? This should be the third trade. Okay, this is the first. Got stopped out. One. Enter. Two. Got stopped out. Got stopped out. Two. Enter. Oh yeah, no, this is not a stop out. Enter. Three. I got stopped out on the third. No, this is the fourth. Like yeah, you're allowed to. You have a maximum of like 30 on the prop firm account, so it's not just you're not just throwing in anything there. Um, yeah, so I'll take off something here. Um, take off 15. Take off 15. Gets to this level. Take off 15. Then before it gets there, I mean, I know you could just weak up, but take off 5. So that'll be 20. So see what he did. He used the breaker. He used it. moved, come up. No, the inversion came trade to the low. Now I want this candle. The bodies have to be closing above, and I don't want to see it waste so much time here. So this, it can still be trading down here, but this I don't want to see. I want to see it move away rather quickly because it's already gotten to this. So I want to see it move rather quickly and flush out this. So it's very, 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 very. It's not a very straightforward market today, but yeah, if I get stopped up now, that means I'm done for the whole day. I've used up all my lifelines just in one single morning session. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This is not how I like to trade. I mean with the sizing, not with the entries. I could do this because I was so sure that okay, I know where it was supposed to go to. Well, the sizing is quite much. I could pyramid. Now I could, if it was less than 30, if I had entered less than 30, let's say, coming down into this, I'd add, into this, I'd add, because I'd expect, okay, this I'd add, but because it's already 30, there's no point in adding anything to it anymore, so let's just let it play out. So let's see. I use 15 and 10. That's 25 contract here. Came down, took me out. Yeah, fine. Did another one. Da 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 da. Where did it take me out again? I thought it took me out now. 30. I did 30. I did 25 here. And I did 30 here. Now I'm doing 30 again. That's a lot. Now I don't know, but if you know, please let me know in the comments, because I know that my max the max contract, I thought that was, I assume it's a max contract, but time should be 40. So all this entering here inside this, okay, I got in here, but then in here, this trading into, it was really expected that this could plunge into this, but I wasn't really expecting it to. That's what I said I'm expecting big up close candles. I wasn't expecting the week. Remember the week that was the damage. I wasn't expecting the week to just take me out like that. That was crazy. That was really crazy. So this business here came back down. Breaker. The last up close candle. Breaker runs and takes out, runs, should take out this buy side easily, like easy. This should be gone sharply, easily. Oh my goodness, I'm really not happy with this, but for transparency, and this is how it is, and you would get to see this, but to me this is a bad trade. It's a bad trade. It's a bad trade. I took too many losses. This loss, this should have been ideal enough for me to. Okay, no, this was the initial one. This 25 should have been ideal for me to wait and weather this all. I shouldn't have been in all this, inside all of this. Should not have been inside all of that. I wanted to enter below this, but it got me filled up high there. They're taking me out. The same condo. I mean, I know what I'm looking for. That's why I can do that. Let's see. We're down more than like $600. We're down more than 600. So this has been taking 15. We're down more than $600. That is a lot of. That is a lot of. That's a lot of entries, honestly. Honestly. This is not how you build. So since we've taken out like half of it, that's all I wanted to see. Basically, this was it. This is supposed to be it. So since we've taken that, we'll pretty much stop here. I don't want to see it break through this. Anything below that, it should just take me out quietly. Just take me out quietly. So maybe today would end it in a break even day, but now this should propel price at least. At least let's see if it's able to. I'm really not even expecting price to take out that high. And so I'll just stop it here. This trade I'll just end it here. I'm really not even expecting that. My bias was this point here. It has done what it's supposed to do. So anything that brings price above this again, take out 5. Yeah, brings price above this again, I'll take out 5. Brings price down to the low of this, and I'll take out the rest. What I expected was this, and that's all. This was supposed to just be it. So now I'm accommodating because of the loss I took. You see how revenge trading can affect your psyche. Now because of the losses, I could have been out of the trade with the whole entire contract. But because of I'm trying to be like, let's make up for more. Now I want it to do more than it's supposed to do for me. Although you see, another thing is, it just weaked it. It not really. It hasn't really broken above it. Like it just tapped it. So I want to see an actual break. So that actual break is what I'm anticipating that all of this will be taken out. But yeah. I'm not even seeing the viewers and I'm nervous. I don't even have viewers at the moment. I'm nervous. I can imagine having like, you know, thousands of people updating from my channel. How would that weight feel? But nevertheless, it's a day by day progress. Grow daily, definitely growing daily. So this is just this is just a lesson to be learned. Honestly, it's just a lesson to be learned. I would calculate how much we lost. Now we're not supposed to lose to know if this account is blown. Is it electronic drawdown? I think it's a daily drawdown thing. I would have to check it now. So, because I'm trying to trade this just exactly how you would trade a prop. So my goal is to show how easy it is to pass the evaluation phases in prop firms. on a 50K on a 50K account. Okay, so it's at end of day trading, maximum loss time. Maximum end of day at the end of the day. So your daily loss should not be more than 2% of. So it's $1,000. Should not lose more than $1,000 in a day. So and your daily drawdown is based on your balance. So I can't wait for this trade to be over so we can, check and see if we had exceeded our daily loss. And no, I don't think so. I think we came really close. Mm. Okay, so there's actually a 40% consistency, so we can earn at least $2,000 a day. I really just want to be out of the street, so just run to the CB and just get me out ASAP. buy now, a possible target, but I want to be done with it because I don't like how I got into the trade and everything. So I just want to get it over with. It's not the exit that's the TP that's even my, it's not TP that TV isn't there. It's my entries, my risk management today was really bad, like really bad. Okay, so there you have it. And there you have it. It's gone. Just there. So we're done with this. I mean, yeah, obviously, but now I want to see what we've done today. Now we might be in profit of like a couple dollars, but we lost a lot. And if it amounts to $100,000, then the trade we've lost $308 minus $5, $72.50 plus $111.75 equates to $657. So 1, 2, 3. I took 3 losses. And then we were able to do this $459.50 plus 185.75 plus 524.25. And so we're able to get a profit of 900. What am I doing? So 625, 657.25. Then calculating our profits for 59.5 plus 185.75 plus 524.25. So that amounts to $1,000, $1,169.5 minus 657.25. So we're able to make a profit of $500 today on a very poor entry level. Very poor entry level. Very, very poor entry level. Oh, it was too poor. Well, folks, that's it for today.